We congratulate the administration of PBBM for the bloodless campaign on implementing laws. While the former president probably had his goals, no, yung kanyang hinaing at yung kanya namang intensyon ay mabuti, the problem with seeing children or teenager or people being killed right and left, yung mga nakabalot ng mga tape, medyo masamang picture kasi siya na ipinakita sa Pilipinas. So while the intention of the former president is to curb drug abuse, makikita mo kasi medyo maliliit yung mga natamaan.
I think for me, we'd like to congratulate again the President on his achievement in making improvements from the previous administration when it comes to human rights abuses and also the main criminal indexes. No? And I think that attributes to his background as a former local chief executive. When it comes to crime, you, as a president, I feel you need to have a strong bond with your mayors and the governors. And I think that's one of the advantages or assets that President BBM has in this administration. He has a very clean and a very good relationship with our local chief executives. And any problems in the LGU level, he tries his best to resolve. And what's critical here is in the part of criminality is the police directors, for my part, the provincial director, no? And the general tone that he sets. He wants international standards. He doesn't want abuse of law, and he wants us to be an example when it comes to the international community on how we safeguard the rights of the Filipino citizens. So I think that's a general tone that he has, and it cascades down to the police. And with this good relationship with the mayors and the governors, he was able to achieve this very nice achievement, which is improved statistics when it comes to crime.
Sorry. I think in addition to that, we should be very clear that that balancing act that the president mentioned actually helps strengthen our institutions, our democratic institutions as well. No, na pwede namang palakasin ang ating mga demokrasya, institusyong pang-demokrasya, kasabay ng karapatang pantao, as well as peace and order at the same time. That kind of balancing act is not easy. No, so I suspect Kong Khalid is correct, and I would like to echo it, that it probably comes from the president's own background and experience as a local chief executive.
Let me add to that. No? We congratulate the administration of PBBM for the bloodless campaign on implementing laws. While the former president probably had his goals, no, yung kanyang hinaing at yung kanya namang intensyon ay mabuti, the problem with seeing children or teenager or people being killed right and left, yung mga nakabalot ng mga tape, medyo masamang picture kasi siya na ipinakita sa Pilipinas. So while the intention of the former president is to curb drug abuse, makikita mo kasi medyo maliliit yung mga natamaan. At ang pinakamasakit dito, ako nanay rin, so we all have children. Alam naman natin that when that happens, when you tolerate that kind of act, dalawa ang pwedeng mangyari. Impunity, yung mga nasa baba o yung mga implementors ay pwedeng umabuso. At pangalawa dyan, syempre, dagok sa turismo. So if we talk about tourism being hit, because how can you invite tourists to come here when you see all over the newspapers na puro patayan ang nangyayari? So talagang deterrent siya. No, hindi siya nakakapaangat ng ekonomiya ng Pilipinas. Now let's talk about impunity. Yes, maganda ang hangarin ng ating dating Pangulo, pero pagdating kasi sa baba, marami kasi mga marites sa Pilipinas. Kunyari pag initan yung iyong anak, or i-intriga, or i-divert sa isang teenager, sometimes, na-stereotype May tattoo lang, sasabihin ka agad na addict. No? Medyo hindi lang ganun kapogi at kaganda, sasabihin ka agad na addict. So, mind you, when we were doing a study on HIV patients, sa Pilipinas, napakalakas ng stigma na kapag ikaw ay hindi gaanong maputi, flawless, hindi ka mestiza, positive ka. Kapag ikaw ay maganda, bata, ang ganda ng balat, swak na swak yung makeup, negative ka sa HIV. But it's actually not the truth. Ang daming young professionals who turned out positive because they really did not understand how to protect themselves. Ganito rin ang nangyari sa drug campaign, na kapag ikaw ay medyo out of school or medyo nagkukonting bulakbol, pwede kang pag-initan sa baba. So you become a diversion of those who have impunity at ang nagiging kawawa doon, yung mga tao sa baba. So we congratulate the current administration in its bloodless campaign. But of course, we also have to make sure that rules and laws are implemented. Kasi minsan, kung puro tayo patayan, tinatanggalan mo ng karapatan na magkaroon ng boses ang maliliit na tao. And this is very hurtful to parents like us.
Siguro to add na lang to all that has been mentioned, no? Well, as a lawyer also, syempre, kahit hindi ka man abogado, dapat naman, you don't take the laws into your own hands. You do not violate, diba, the laws. Dapat, so, nakakatuwa, and congratulations to this administration for doing that, na kaya naman pala, diba? And makikita natin na kung walang gulo, walang krimen, diba, peaceful, mas ma-prioritize natin ano bang nakakabuti sa taong bayan. And that's exactly what we're doing here. And at least now, diba, makita natin hindi galit talaga mga tao, walang krimen, walang gulo. We can hopefully work together in a peaceful country. And kami, dito sa Kongreso, mas talaga makaka-focus kaming lahat, tayong lahat, sa kung anong pwede natin maggawa para ibalik sa taong bayan.
I believe this is the statement from the Makabayan Black. Tama po, no?
Yes po.
Oo. Ando dun yung fear nila na baka mag-lead ito sa money laundering. Now, the best person to answer that issue should be the former president. Maganda rin talagang lumabas, no, si former president at sagutin niya bakit naging ganito. I mean, as a lawyer himself, was also been a former prosecutor, siguro alam niya yung reasons. Kasi nagkaroon naman ng, in fairness to the Makabayan Black, I believe they also had this confusion because it was all out in media eh. Na-announce kasi na siya na magiging tagapagmahala. He will be the caretaker. Okay. Bisaya. Kung sa Bisaya pa, siya ang kanang muasikaso. Muasikaso sa tanan nga assets sa SMNI. Well, personally, I myself as a politician is quite surprised with that bold act. Kasi, syempre, may investigasyon, may mga alegasyon ng, let's say, tax evasion or ill-gotten wealth or whatever the sources of the money, of the businesses of the executive Pastor Kibuloy, magugulat ka, why get a former president? No, so, what's the direction? Is it because he can have a hand on, actually lang sa totoo nga, as of this point of time, we really don't know how much in terms of monetary value is the available cash and asset of Pastor Kibuloy, considering that he has been a religious leader internationally for a long time. So, andun ba yung fear? Now, there are cases, not in the Philippines, but abroad, related to this. Siguro dyan nanggagaling yung konteksto ng statement ng Makabayan. But again, ang hirap eh, kasi nagulat din lahat bakit former president ang magiging administrator. Kasi during the incumbency of former President Duterte, alam naman niya na meron ngang mga kaso ang Amerika or kung ibang bansa ba yun, I believe may mga na-hold din ng mga empleyado. So medyo masalimuot. So getting a former president as a possible administrator of your properties and your wealth can be misconstrued. as hiding something. Kasi you have to get somebody powerful to do that. So siguro nahiya lang din si PRRD at tinanggap niya, either nahiya siya na sabihin hindi, o kung he's doing it as a friend or he's doing it as a lawyer. So all of these questions can properly be answered by the former president. Para naman mawala na itong mga lumabas na pangamba ng Makabayan Black.